I messaged the buyer on eBay. I haven't heard back yet, so I'm just gonna kind of sit tight for a second and see if they show up. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. I am a small seller. I am a small YouTuber. I currently sell on eBay as well as on Niknax and on Whatnot. Today is kind of an impromptu video. I had a local pickup buy on eBay. I had a buyer choose local pickup on eBay. And so I'm getting ready to go meet with this buyer so that we can do the pickup. And I figured I'd bring you along for this process because, I don't know, there's probably some of y'all out there that have never done it before. So let's go do it. All right, guys, so it's actually kind of rainy. How do I turn those on, by the way? Raining here today and a little bit cold. Well, not cold, but, you know, chilly. Oh, they don't do anything. There we go. Oh, my God. I'm in my husband's car, so I don't know where any of the buttons are for anything. It's going to get exciting, probably. Anyways, so I've got the instructions here for what I'm supposed to do. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time looking at the camera. I don't have my regular phone holder in this car. But basically, I didn't pack up this package like normal because, well, I'm not shipping it, but I also want the buyer to be able to view the item when I give it to them. When I get there, there's two ways to confirm delivery or pickup with the buyer. When the buyer purchases something and they select local pickup, they will receive an email confirmation with a 6-digit code in it, and they can give me that code and I can input that code into the item on my end. Or there's also a QR code that they will have that I can scan. So either way you go about that, that is supposed to be your confirmation of delivery. All right, guys, so I messaged the buyer on eBay, letting him know I was pulling in the parking lot in about 1 minute. I haven't heard back yet, so I'm just gonna kind of sit tight for a second and see if they show up. Hopefully they do. But basically what I did was the item they bought is this really cool optic, sort of Empoli style. It very well may be Empoli, I'm not sure. Glass vase, and it is got this really cool optic design on it and everything. I just basically wrapped it up in a little bit of paper, and then I've got it surrounded by air pillows in a little box here. So definitely not my normal packing job with pretty tissue paper and stuff, because I didn't want all that to be in the way for the buyer to deal with when they're trying to just look at the item and make sure it's what they bought and it's in the condition of what they were aware it was in. So, which is in great condition, by the way. I would recommend, if you've not ever done local pickup on eBay, to definitely go in and watch maybe a couple YouTube videos or something on it and stuff, because there was a little bit more to it that I wasn't aware of until you know, actually reading into it. You know, you certainly can go into your eBay account and mark just delivered or picked up. You can certainly do that. It's recommended to get that 6-digit code or to scan the buyer's QR code, just to help kind of cover you. And like I said, there's some people that say, well, it doesn't even matter if they do that. At least it does show that it was delivered, and I'll do all the steps I can to protect my end of it. So I would strongly recommend doing those extra steps. All right, guys, so, well, I suppose I don't think things through all the way. Let me back this up. Yeah, I suppose I don't think things through all the way, because of course, while I wanted to video record the pickup interaction, it dawned on me that in order to be able to scan the QR code, guess what I was gonna need? Dun, da, 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 my phone, and that's what I'm recording on, so I wasn't able to do that. But it was a very nice gentleman. He came up, scanned his QR code, and that was that. I believe on the buyer's end, they just go into the item that they purchased, and there's a QR code that pops up. He said he said that this was his first time doing a local pickup, so he wasn't real sure, but he found it easy enough. So On the buyer's end, I don't think that that's terribly hard. I don't know exact directions to give you right now, especially while I'm driving. I just wanted to share this with you because I'm a small seller, I'm a small YouTuber, and I told you I wanted to take you on this journey and doing a local pickup. This was my first one, and so I wanted to share it with you guys. Hopefully it helps. So I wanted to give you guys an idea of within your eBay app, kind of where you go, how you do this sort of thing. So here within my sold listings is the item that's sold. We'll click on it. It's going to open up the order details. And then down here, you notice this blue button, contact buyer. Prior to the pickup, it did have another option down here saying contact buyer or another bar that said scan QR code. Now that I've already done the pickup and scanned the QR code, it just has the blue contact buyer. However, there is a drop down menu there, as you can see, and all these different options. If you look to the very bottom, you'll see scan pickup code. If you click on that, it opens it up and makes it where you can scan the QR code. If for some reason the QR code won't scan, can't scan, they can't find it, whatever, then if you look to the right of the word scan up at the top there, you'll see enter code. And if you click on that, it'll bring up this other screen that says enter the buyer's 6-digit pickup code. That's the code that gets emailed to the buyer with the confirmation email. So the buyer should be aware of the QR code or the 6-digit code that they get emailed, but not everybody will be. And just like this gentleman, he was probably around my age, and it was his first local pickup too. And so we were both kind of fumbling around a little bit, but he wasn't aware that there was a code or anything to do other than just the pickup. But he was able to pull it up and find it fairly easily. So I'm sure on his end, when he went into his eBay app, he just clicked on the item he bought and it probably came up with the QR code right there that then I was able to scan. So it was a very simple, very easy process. I would recommend doing it. It's not required. Like I said, there is an option in eBay on the seller's end to go ahead and mark it as picked up, but that really doesn't cover you. As far as if the buyer was to come back and say, I never picked up anything, you have no proof then. I don't think it's a bad idea to film while you're doing these things, especially if you're by yourself. I also would suggest taking someone with you. In this case, I was meeting this individual at the antique shop that I used to have a booth at. It is daytime, it's business hours. The parking lot was rather full. I felt comfortable going. If you don't feel comfortable, make sure and take someone with you. The same thing as if you were selling something on Facebook or whatever. It's raining out. The ice cream man just keeps circling. Sorry if you can hear that. So this was kind of an impromptu video. I just figured, I want to make sure and share this with everybody. I'm sure I'm not the only one who hadn't ever done a local pickup before, and so hopefully this video is helpful for some of y'all out there. But I think that's it for this one, guys, and I will catch you on the next one.